Hello, thank you for coming. It is such a joy to visit with you, and I thank you for being continual members of Patriot Soapbox listening audience. It's wonderful to participate with you, and we really do appreciate the feedback and the ideas that we get from you based upon the material that we deliver. And as always, we are looking forward to being honest and delivering the answers, the mysteries, and perhaps unraveling some of the lies that have been delivered through the MSM. As typically goes with the information that I deliver you, some of it can be exasperating, some of it can be alarming, and I think that this week's piece is going to be one of those that is particularly alarming. And you know, folks, I just want to give you the truth, and I'm going to back this up with dozens of articles. Looking forward to doing that on this week's show, Powerful Words with Caleb on Saturday. Please visit with me. As always, I do appreciate you showing up because, you know, we deliver hopefully cutting edge content and commentary that will make you think and give you those concepts by which you can make some solid determinations and plans for yourself going forward. This week, I'm going to be dealing with the concepts surrounding the AI, but in this instance, I've given it a bit of a twist. I'm calling it the artificial eye, EYE, because I believe that we never held the concept, and we need to investigate it right now, that the all-seeing eye is actually going to be technological. And so that's what we need to embrace. We need to understand, and that is the piece that I'm going to deliver right now. If you would bear with me and follow along with me, and I, as always, appreciate your acceptance, your digestion, and your reflection upon this piece. And I look forward to any comments or constructive criticism as always. Again, you have visited with Caleb at Powerful Words, part of Patriot Soapbox 24/7 News on YouTube. This is a piece called Artificial Eye, EYE. There are two places we may reside philosophically going forward into the future all of us are about to encounter. You may actively determine you do not want to know, in which case you may find the moments of humble bliss at the end of the day through which you were corralled, herded, marshaled, and shaped by artificial intelligence assets in charge of humanity. The complexities of science have finally outpaced man's capacity to control or navigate their constructive development. What we are facing is planned obsolescence of a nation not run by smart cities and governed by AI representation. We've encountered the all-seeing eye of one world order, but we never expected that it would be a supercomputer keeping all of us within its global gaze. This week's program is disturbing, not because of gross images or nefarious infiltration by evil human agents, but because it represents their hopeless determination to hand the control of the next phase of human transformation and societal structure over to artificial assets and technologies. Yes, it is true, even our own government has pursued liberal order for so many years ineffectively that they've determined at some point that these things would only be possible through the development of a cohesive agreement between governments, corporations, banks, academics, military, and powerful families who control the world's wealth, societies, and places of worship. In effect, they cooperatively determined that they are going to throw caution to the wind in the acquiescence of power to technological governors because they have not been able to overcome the will of mankind to remain free. This country is the greatest example of their capacity to overcome us through technological means. They have handed us voluntarily the assets of our own defeat and their efforts to assimilate us into the machinery that will be the one world empire of artificial intelligence. See, they do not care the outcome for normal everyday folks, for we are expendable in long-term planning. So it is a simple determination of what is the shortest route to global control and empire, and how long will it take us to get there. I will demonstrate this week that they may be projecting that it will take 20 or 50 years, but they are shooting blindly, as every time that they have given AI the liberty to evolve, it has grown exponentially beyond all human modeling. This simple statement should provide adequate measure for concern, as we cannot even imagine the outcome, because the outcome will be technologically imagined for us by machines. What then may be said about the lust for power, this lust of her power so grand that it would reduce human beings to simple cogs or chess pieces upon a board over which we no longer hold prowess, having been soundly defeated by these next stage devices? Are humans that greedy that we will once again willingly venture Pandora's pleasure in opening crates and coffers over which they have imperfect understanding? What will become of us if this goes awry? And awry is probably the simplest construct that may be safely imagined. Rather, we ought to expect that it will in fact go disastrously wrong. This is the cost when you play a game where the ends justify all means, for the completion of the objective is valued beyond the lives it will vanquish in its realization. We know that we're playing with holy fire, yet we embark not foolishly, but with the proud expectation of global dominance. How then shall God view this venture? Allowance, understanding, willing complicity, and approved embarkation? Do you see that we are going to be in direct conflict with the Lord, forcing his intervention to prevent creation's destruction? How then are we to view these ambitious plans of our representative authorities? They are foolish, probably destructive, reckless, unwise, and ill-advised. How then are they proceeding upon these avenues with all engines on full? We have but to look upon China's current journey to see what awaits the world in short order. China has developed smart cities and grading devices that reward or punish citizens based upon their thoughts and actions on the electronic stage of life. AI monitors every person in China and measures their compliance to the master ideal, and then delivers favors or disciplines based upon the social score achieved or received as condemnation for poor behavior. Again, we enter into ethical relativism as the construct to determine the parameters for what is good and what is bad behavior based upon the desires of those in power. The innocent will suffer the most in this paradigm, as they have no protection, no shelter, no recourse, and will basically have to accept inference, implication, reward, or penalty based upon a machine's determination of their worthiness. Don't be fooled, folks, that the people that have helped them develop these test cities live right next door to you if you reside in California, New York, or DC metropolitan complex. This is the plan of all nations, though it is finding its primary home in China as test project because they have totalitarian control. You see why they need communism here? The usher meets the pusher meets the plan. As always, I'm going to tell you that having an awareness of this is primary method to its defeat. However, it appears that we are already significantly down the road to a one-world order run by artificial intelligence technologies, perhaps even far enough down that road that we may not turn back. But inhibit this next phase, I believe that we must. To that end, we need to petition all our representatives to stop, slow, rethink, disengage, and abandon plans to embark on the road to collective AI governance. However, I must clearly tell you that this decision will perhaps speed up the process of our assimilation, as those countries that go full AI will in fact probably conquer and assimilate this nation without short order, maybe in scant years. What then may be done to escape or defend against something so egregious that it will know where we are 24/7, how much money we have at all times, how weak our gene pool is, and how our most recent thinking on all matters, foreign and domestic. How might we defend against an enemy so intrusive that there is no longer a place that we might hide? Never mind, find a moment of peace and reflection. We must face these powerful truths regarding the world in which we live, and those truths again point clearly to the Lord as our only refuge and salvation. As you inspect, investigate, and reflect upon this planning for the world, I pray that you consider all the content and all possibility, and at the end of the day, you consider and accept God's offer of mercy, grace, provision, and protection from the evil things coming our way. For folks, we cannot even imagine what is coming at us, but we do see it coming. We do see the train rounding the bend coming our way. And I will tell you, folks, we are turning over the grounds for authority and control over to artificial means that we have no concept of what they will imagine in their supremacy over man. So I've delivered this monologue because I truly believe that we need some serious time of reflection in this nation if we are to take a stand, and we need to make a collective determination as to what such stand will look like. Because this is upon us, folks, whether we like it or not. It is here, and they will have their one world government, even if they need to subject us to slavery to artificial intelligence means in order to get there, because they're going to achieve it no matter what. And that's what we need to understand. These are the faces of global empire, folks. And that's what they want. That's what they crave. And they are willing to destroy everything in sight to get it. I thank you for the time visiting with me. I do appreciate, as always, your commentary, and I do hope to bless you this week with all of the sauce and investigation and information that again makes this monologue true and clarifying. And I pray that it gives you some authority and gives you some contemplation that points you toward the only avenue of our salvation, found through the Lord Jesus Christ. I thank you for your time, and I pray for you a wonderful day, and I look forward to spending some more time with you soon. God bless you all.